What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you a very exciting video. As you can see by the title, it is going to be a swatching video and it has a little bit of extra treat along with it. So if you guys are excited to see these swatches, then just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so I did just want to point out that I am trying my hardest to get this camera, to learn how to get autofocus on this camera. I think I've gotten it a little bit better where now it's focusing on me face. I wish it was focusing on my background as well. I don't know. Eyes don't know. But anyways, that is that. And then I also want to say that I got this idea from Hotmessnessmua, and Hotmessnessmua is a YouTuber that I've been following for a year and a half, maybe a year, somewhere in between there, and she's great. I do love her. She is really busy. She has like a whole family, and she has a whole career and everything, so she does upload when she can. But when she does upload, I really do appreciate them because a lot of her uploads are geared towards indie brands. And I can't remember what the video is. If I can remember the video or find it, I will link it down below. She said that she was going to try and do some videos for Black Friday geared towards doing swatches, and I thought that was an ingenious idea. And as you can see by her picture, which I will have right here, she is a lighter skin tone than me. So I basically contacted her and asked her if it would be okay if I could do this along with her as a collab. Because our schedules are so busy, this may not be a collab. Either way, I will have her channel linked down below and her video when she gets it uploaded, and she will do the same for me. So if you're coming from her channel, hello, hi, Makeup and Travel, nice to meet you guys. And if you're on my channel and you if you're on my channel and you subscribe to my channel, please do go ahead and check her channel out. She is the first person who I felt comfortable enough to actually ask to do a collab with, and she was okay with it. So yeah, I did just up my wattage on my light. I didn't realize how low it was, but yeah, I am gonna go ahead and get started doing the swatches of my 3 Z palettes of Looxi shadows. Now, the one little other disclaimer that I'm going to say is that I'm going to attempt my hardest to not only swatch them in person with you guys right now, but also have swatches going across the screen. I will do my best, but like I always say, this is a hobby. It's not my career. I don't really plan for it to be my career, so please be patient with me. What I'm going to do is go from my first Z palette to my very last one, and this is my first Z palette. It is an Altair Z palette. I got this from Amazon. One day I knew I needed a bunch of Z palettes, so I just ordered a bunch from Altair, and I'm just going to go ahead and swatch over each palette or each color for you guys, and of course give you guys some undertones and all that jazz. So this first shade is called Terracotta Hustler, and Hustler is a beautiful light purple shade. This is a shade that I find I need to build up, but it is a beautiful, beautiful shade nonetheless. Next I have Vino. And Vino is a dark purple color, which I think would work beautifully if you are attempting to do any form of purple look. Last matte in this palette I have is a dark blue, and this one is called Giggity. That's right, it's called Giggity. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and just go through all of my mattes at once. So in my second Z palette, which it looks like this in case you are interested, the first shade is Julep, and Julep is just a beautiful baby blue color. Next we have a slightly deeper blue, and this is called Tell Me a Secret. And there it is right there. Next we have Laguna. And as you can see, these three blues look very similar. They do have different undertones, but they are similar, so you may not want to purchase them if you're my complexion, or all of them. Next we have a dark green. It's called Cypress. And there it is right there. Next we have Green Apple, and this is one of the discontinued shades that she tends to bring back during the holiday seasons. I know that for sure, and that is Green Apple right there. Next we have Olive U, and this is, as the name suggests, an olivey green color, and these two would be beautiful to work in the same look. Next matte we have is Love Struck, and this is a beautiful babyish pink, and there it is right there. Then we have La Di Da. And there it is. Let me build it up a little bit more. It's like a rosy pink color. Then we have Madly Deeply. And this is a more neutral rosy brown, if you will, or just rose. And then we only have 4 more mattes in this palette. Next one is Raisin Hell. And it is a really nice, rich purple. We have Gone Girl. Which is right there. So those are the full arm. That's the full look of my arm thus far. And just to finish it up, I'm gonna go kind of on my hand just to get these last 2 in this palette. Next one is Over It. And Over It is a nice, deep, rich brown. It's a very, very rich brown. And last we have Denim. And where can I put this? We're just gonna go right at my elbow. And this is a really deep blue, very pigmented, very deep. So these are 2 palettes worth of mattes. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch over to this arm really quickly and continue on with my mattes. The last palette that I have is the palette that I actually have on my eyes right now, and this is the Temptation collection. And I'm just going to go ahead and swatch the mattes. I do apologize, I am right-handed, but I feel like I swatch better with my left hand for some reason. So just start off with the first shade, and this is Serpentine. And this is yet again a nice deep green. Next we have Poison on Your Lips, and this is a nice burgundy. Next we have I think. And this is I would say like a burnt orange. Next we have Come Hitler. No, wow. Come Hither. And this is a really dark blue, extremely dark blue right there. Then we have a yellow, and it's called Take a Bite. It's like a more mustardy yellow. And this one would be hard to see on my complexion, which is why I don't particularly like that color. And then last matte that I have in my collection from her is called Cursed, and it is a purple. So these are all, put the shadow down. These are all of the shadows that I have from Krissanna and Cosmetics. Like I said, this is going to be the Temptation eyeshadow collection matte, and then these are all the other ones that I've gotten from her collection. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe off both arms, and then we can get started on the shimmers, because those are going to be more than 2 arms worth of product. So just give me 1 second. Now, to get the shadows off my arm, I did go ahead and use a makeup wipe, but I also did go ahead and dry it off with a cloth. My arms are slightly damp, but we're still gonna go in. I don't believe the top is wet, and that's where we're gonna start. So we're gonna just go ahead right on back into that Altair eyeshadow palette, and we have all of these are shimmers. So we got a lot of shimmers in this one. Let's just get into it. So the first shimmer that we have is called Lemon Drop, and this is what the name suggests. It is a bright yellow shimmer. On my complexion, it's a little see-through, if you will. I don't see as much yellow on it when it reaches my skin tone, but it still is a beautiful color nonetheless. Next we have Disturbia. Disturbia is a very icy shadow. It's more of a silver with like a blue undertone, if you will, and it kind of has a purple reflux to it as well. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that in the closer video footage that I take, but this is a beautiful color. Next we have Aquarius, and Aquarius is one of my favorite shadows in this palette, and it is a beautiful vibrant green shimmer. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's very light green, but it's beautiful nonetheless. Next we have Atlantis, and this is, it appears to be like a dark blue, but once you put it on, it's like a denim colored blue, but very metallic, and just honestly beautiful. There's no other way to say it. Next we have Noir, and Noir is like a darker version of like a gunmetal blue, if you will, with like some purple reflect in it. It's a quite beautiful of a shadow, and I really do like this one. Next we have Cipro, and Cipro is, in my opinion, like a really nice brown with a purple undertone. It's really unique, and I don't think I have anything like this, so I would recommend this shadow. Next we have Purple Haze, and Purple Haze is a bright icy lilac with a kind of a darker purple in there as well. I mean, just beautiful, stinking beautiful. Next we have Tesla, and Tesla is a icy peach. It's like a peach shimmer, and I don't think, I mean, it's like a pinky peach, but it's insane. It has like a green reflect to it when you move your arm or your eyes. Very beautiful color. Next we have Foxy Lady, and Foxy Lady is like a brown orange, if you will, and I see some green and some blue in there as well. Very unique color. I'm really hoping you guys can see all of the different colors in my close-up swatches. Next we have Space Case, and Space Case is a orange with, I would say, a red undertone, as weird as that sounds, because it looks red, but I also know it's an orange. It's, once again, beautiful. I'm just gonna stop saying that because they're all beautiful to me. Starting the third row in this palette, we have Deep, and it is a beautifully rich blue. Nothing really more to say. It's a beautiful, rich royal blue metallic. Then we have Omega. This is definitely one of my favorite duochrome blue shadows because it shifts to like a purple, and it's wicked, man. You guys don't even know. It's beautiful, and it also has some green in there. Love Omega. Banshee is like a metallic purple, but it's more of a bright purple. All the other purples that I've talked about have been either icy or have been darker. This is definitely a bright purple in my opinion. Then we have Nymph. Nymph is a darker green, but a beautiful metallic. I mean, it really pops off my skin, and yeah, it looks beautiful. Hijinks, I think is the next name, and this is another green, but this green definitely has more of a shift. It's more of a lighter green, but it's vibrant. It's a very, very vibrant green, very beautiful, and it really does pop off of my skin. Next we have Malibu, and Malibu is a very deceiving color. In the pan it looks almost icy, but once you get it on your arm you can really see the green undertone, but the iciness of that green is, if it makes any sense. Last in that row we have Siren of the Sea, and this is just insane. It's honestly just an insane green. This is beautiful, a beautiful green. I think this is one of my favorite greens that I have in my collection from her. Between that and Omega, I mean, just insane. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my other arm for you guys. And the first shadow we're gonna be talking about is called One Night Stand. And as you would think, it is a beautiful red metallic. Next we have Ruby Rain, and this is another red metallic, but it's definitely darker in nature. Last red in this palette is Ultra Violet. And this one, in my opinion, definitely has more purple shimmers, so it gives it more of a purple kind of reflex or duochrome aspect, if you will. And then we have a beautiful gold, and it's called Georgia on My Mind. This is a very crumbly shadow, I'm not going to even pretend, but once you get it on the eye or on your arm, as I'm doing right now, it is a very, very beautiful color. Next we have like a green with gold undertones, and it's called Slither. This reminds me of Slytherin, and if you guys know, that is one of my favorite houses in Harry Potter. So this is, oh my god, I mean, stupid insane, but beautiful. Next we have Queen of Mean, and I mean, that screams me. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful blue duochrome. Very beautiful, but it also has a reflect of a green, so it's blue to green, but I mean, just beautiful. Alrighty, and last shimmer in this first palette, we have Rage, and this is like a darkened purple. I mean, not a darkened, it's like a blackened purple. It's a very beautiful color, but very deep in nature as well. Alright, so we have completely finished swatching the first palette that I purchased from Looxi ever. Next, let's go ahead into my second purchase palette. And the first shadow, and that one is called Walk of Shame. It is a beautiful icy purple and blue. You can definitely see the purple and blue shimmers in this color. It's out of this world. Next you have Get Naked, and these are shadows from this hot summer collection, in case you were wondering. And this is another icy color, but this one has blues and green shimmers. So you guys know I love purples, blues, greens, so that's why I got those two icier colors. Next is called Dreambow, and this is another icy color, but it definitely has more pigment, and this one is has more pigment, more white pigment, but it definitely has blue shimmers. It doesn't seem to have any purple shimmers in this one. Then we have Frostbite, and this is another beautiful white shimmery shade, and this one is mainly white with some blue shimmers in it. Then we have Spicoli, and Spicoli is like a green with green shimmers in it, so it's very true to the pan, no deceiving in this one. Then we have Woodstock. Woodstock is a beautiful, very smooth white with a blue undertone, no shimmers at all in this color. Prom Queen is a beautiful blue, and this blue definitely has some shimmers in it. I see blue and purple with maybe even some pink shimmers in there as well. Then we have Slurp. Slurp is a blue in the pan, but it's definitely green depending on the way you look at it. So this is definitely a duochrome in my opinion. Now we're going into some more neutral colors. We have Tease, and this appears to be neutral, but it definitely has a very strong yellow duochrome. It's insane. Oh, yellow and red looking into my mirror. So this is definitely a really cool shadow to look into if you were interested. Then we have Baked. This is also from the summer collection, and this is just a beautiful warm toned shimmer. I mean, warm toned brown. It's just good. Then we have Dollface. This is a very loose loose shimmer, and this one definitely has shimmer in it, and you can see some yellow, pink, and maybe even some red. It's a beautiful, beautiful color right there. Next we have Lockjaw. By the title, I can tell that's from the summer collection as well. And that's another warm toned brown, but very, very beautiful. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have any more room space, so these are the 2 arms filled with almost 2 palettes of shimmers. Now let's go ahead and clean these off and then get right back into it. Alrighty guys, I am back, and there, crazy enough, is only 3 shimmers left in this palette. So let's just go ahead and get to those shimmers. First we have Lick It, Slam It, Suck It. And this once again is from their past summer collection. And this is a yellow, but it definitely has a strong blue-green reflux to it, or duochrome aspect to it. Then we have Sunkiss, and this is a more neutral shimmer as well, but it's like a neutral warm orange. So it's in my wheelhouse of things that I love, of course, because I purchased it. Next we have Sunset Drive. And this is like more of a bronzy metallic shimmer. Yeah. So those are all the shimmers. Just to do some bonus, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my highlighters, because some people may want to use them as shimmers, and I do have them in this palette, so I'm just gonna pop those in there really quickly for you guys. This first one is called Centerfold, and I mean, what can we say? Beautifulness. It's a beautiful bronze highlighter, very beautiful for darker complexions. Oh, I just jabbed my finger in that. Next I have Honey, and out of the 3 highlighters that I have, this is the least used. And it's beautiful, but it's just the least used. This is more of a warm toned bronzer color. But it's still, what? This is a warm toned bronze color. And then the last highlight that I have is Valley Girl. I love this on as a highlighter. It's actually the highlighter I'm wearing today, but if you are of a lighter complexion, this might be a beautiful eyeshadow. And there it is right there. So now it is time to jump into the 3rd and final Z palette that I have. And once again, it is the Temptations palette, and I do have these shimmers, 2 of these shimmers on my lid as well today, and they don't have any fixing medium. I didn't wet my brush or anything. So first we have Forbidden Fruit, and it is a beautiful, beautiful red metallic shimmer. Next we have Sleep Forever, and this is what is on the inner portion of my lid, and it's a beautiful blue shimmer. Next we have Tricked, and this is a beautiful warm bronze situation going on. Very beautiful, very much like this color. Next we have Damned Damsel. I had to make sure I read that right. And this is a dark green. I would say it's even blackened, if you will, a green with a black undertone. It's really nice and deep, but beautiful at the same time. Then we have Follow Me, and this is like a very warm brown color. Very warm, but in a very good way. What? In a very good thing. It's a very good thing. This is the other shimmer that is on my lid, and it is called Close Your Eyes. Close your eyes. Comment down below if you're old enough to know what I just sang. Okay, and this one is Close Your Eyes, like I said. And then the last eyeshadow that I have from Looxi is called Poor Unfortunate Souls. Poor unfortunate souls in vain in me. Alrighty, and this is another purple. This one isn't as blackened as the purple I had originally, but this does, in my opinion, have a slight blackened color. So there you go. This is the shimmers from the Temptations palette and a few from my other Z palette. So those are all the shadows that I have. I do feel, hold on, let me clean my arm and then I can talk to you guys. Alrighty guys, so those are all of my eyeshadows that I have from Looxi. I am aiming to get this up before her Black Friday sale. She has already announced, let me go and look. So she has already announced, I have something from Looxi. Maybe she hasn't announced. Generally, her holiday sales are extremely good. I don't think there has been a sale yet that has not been 50% off. So I would recommend purchasing any and low-key all shadows that you're interested in during these sales. That's when I've gotten a majority of my shadows. Actually, I think I've only purchased these two palettes worth of eyeshadows were both purchased during a 50% off sale. This is the first time I believe that I've purchased with not being a 50% off sale. I'm not saying that I don't like the formula enough to pay for it, but like, if I can get a discount, why not? And because I'm not a big YouTuber, I'm not a big reviewer. I am a big reviewer, but not very many people check out my reviews. There's no need for me to really rush to get eyeshadow collections that I know I want, but I know will be restocked. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my rationale for that. Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, Hotmessnessmua, for even talking to me. Like I always like to say, you did not have to do it, but you did, so I really do appreciate it. I can't wait to watch your video. You have a lot more Looxi shadows than I do, and I really want to see what those shadows look like. I might need to purchase a couple more, even though I don't, but I might. Get how that went. And then honestly, I might just go onto the website to get a Looxi palette. I really like the fact that I have all the Looxi shadows in Looxi palettes. It makes it easier for me to know where it came from, because God knows my memory is trash. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually record those up close swatches now, because I don't want to forget about them or become too lazy. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. As always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.